Story Pirates Radio.
Now you listen here, talking plant from outer space that was gifted to me by an alien who looked like a hamster 2 radio shows ago. I have given you sun. I've given you water from my Brita. And 30 seconds ago, when you said my bacon, egg, and cheese might stop your leaves from turning brown, I didn't want to give it to you, but I did.
Thank you. You are so gullible, love.
That's it! Either you tell me what the magic ingredient is to restore your leaves to their sparkly splendor, or I give you to the erratic young DJ in the apartment above me.
Oh, fine. To make me sparkle again, I need ink from an octopus.
Why didn't you say so? Today's radio show is all about octopuses! Or is it octopi? Story Pirate Radio listeners, it's your buddy Andrew, and that's just one of the burning questions I have for today's special guest, Warren, the founder of the largest octopus fan club ever, Octonation. And I am very excited to hear what questions you have about the weirdest, coolest, and cutest animal ever, the octopus. But before our underwater cephalabration, I am gonna need your help to build a Story Pirates radio submarine. And before that, we've gotta do my favorite part of the show, the moment where I get to hear about you and your lives. Tell me everything. It's time for Story Pirates Roll Call. Story Pirates Roll Call.
It's Story Pirates Roll Call. Here we go.
That's right. It is time for Story Pirates Roll Call. Who do we have listening in the chat? Let's start with, someone quite magical. My friends, we have Amelia the Wizard here. Amelia is saying, "Hi Andrew. Today I'm having a family call with my family." All right. Today, I see, maybe extended family. Today we might play a board game. My favorite game is Settlers of Catan. Have you ever played? If you have, that would be incredible. See you later. Amelia, I have never played Settlers of Catan, although many people have said that I should. Have you? I love playing, what is it called? Where you put the railroads down. I'm blanking. You build your own railroads. Oh, I can't remember it right now. I'm too excited for the radio. Write in if you know the game I'm talking about. Madeline's in the chat. Madeline has a question for our amazing guest, Warren. But Madeline, I'm going to save that question for later when we meet him. But great question. Arjun, in owl form. Arjun, you've turned to an owl? Arjun also has a question for our radio guest. So I'm going to save all these great questions. We got Teddy here with a question. Teddy, I'm going to get to your question. We've got Poppy from Culver City. Poppy says, "Hey Andrew, I'm not listening live because I am watching my morning cartoons, but excited to listen to the show after." Poppy, enjoy your cartoons, and we trust that you will listen. And here's a message for when you do listen. Poppy, 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 Poppy. All right, we've got Lily, the one who likes to draw, and octopuses. Lily says, "Hello, Andrew. I am so excited for Octonation today. You may know that I am a big fan of octopuses, or octopi. You can say either one, it works. They are my favorite animal because they are just so cool. But we don't have Instagram, so if it's okay, I will put my questions here when the guests arrive. Thanks. Also, I don't know if you know about the cartoon Animaniacs, but the trailer for the Animaniacs revival/reboot is going to be shown today. So many awesome things happening today. Hope you and your houseplants are doing good. Thank you so much, Andrew." Well, thank you, Lily. What a cool message. Lily, I'm so excited that you're excited about octopuses or octopi. I heard about the Animaniacs trailer because I listened yesterday to the radio show when you mentioned it to Lee. That is very, very cool. A lot of stuff is coming out today. We have our release of our new video, No Fire, which is gonna be live on our Instagram page and our YouTube and our SBTV page later today. Actually, I think maybe at 11:30 today. So if you all have missed that, check it out. Also, I think I'm gonna play it today on the radio because I have an interview with the author, Henry, that I did that I wanna share with you all. It's gonna be great. Who else do we have here? We've got Allison and Heather. We are catching up on yesterday's episode before we start to listen today. Thanks for posting it. Also, Do you think there's any chance there could be an octopus in the Hudson River? Ooh, or octopi. We love pie. I love pie too. Sometimes it's hard to see in there. Can you play Rosie the Rose? We'll see what we can do. Thanks, Weird and Weird Sisters. Oh my gosh. Season 4 of the Story Pirates podcast dropped Thursday. Have you listened to it? It is so good. I was amazed by it. And Weird Sisters, that song, oof, go ahead and listen to that after this. That podcast episode blew my mind, I have to say. I'm proud to be part of the Story Pirates, my goodness. We've got Celeste in DC. Hello, Celeste. Celeste has an update. Yesterday, I wrote in that I had my first wobbly tooth. And during Story Pirates Radio, it came out. The Tooth Fairy came and left me an Eisenhower dollar. Celeste, you lost a tooth during the radio. That is amazing. The Story Pirates community congratulates you. Gosh, I miss losing teeth. That was fun. It was that good pain. You know what I mean? We got Arjun from Portland, Oregon. Okay, so I guess this is Arjun not in owl form. Arjun says, "Morning, Andrew. I love No Fire videos so much. I could watch it all day long and never get bored." Oh, Arjun, my friend. Thank you so much. That means a lot coming from you. I'm glad you like it. I think we're going to play it today on the radio, and you're going to get to hear an interview from the 8-year-old author Henry, who lives in Virginia. We've got Jonathan in the house. Jonathan says, "Kovko stava, bitch." That means, "What's up, dude," in Bulgarian. Right? Okay. "Can you please play Banana Clown? P.S. On your adventure, you will definitely meet a cat named Lentils, whose favorite thing to do is puzzles made of soda." Okay, good to know. Maybe they're underwater. Thank you, Jonathan. Emerald, the time-traveling dog is here. They say hi. Wordna? Hello, Emerald. Of course, for those of you who know the radio show, we know that my name backwards is Wordna. What's your name backwards? Say it to yourself. Get to know that backwards version of yourself. They might have something to teach you. We've got Emmeline from Victoria, BC. Emmeline is saying, "Hi, Andrew. I'm doing crafts while listening to the radio. It's so fun. I'm maybe going to make myself a headband. Do you like headbands?" Emmeline, I love headbands. I love crafting headbands. I actually made a headband. I crafted a headband where I hot glued pom-poms onto it, and it looks very pretty, I've got to say. So whatever you do today in your craft, I would love to see it. So if your grown-up has an Instagram that they want to post a picture of it and tag the Story Pirates, that would be great. Or send it into Story Pirates from our creator club. Or send it in the chat or something. Emmeline, I gotta see it. Happy crafting. We have... Who else do we have here? Oh, we've got Hannah from New Jersey. Hannah says, "Hi, Andrew. Right now I'm cleaning the house with my family. I think that's all that we're doing today, but I am so ready for the big sea dive deal today. I think we can take on any mystery now." Hannah, I completely agree. First of all, you know what? I love cleaning my house. I cleaned yesterday. I was supposed to paint yesterday, but I didn't. Maybe I'll paint today. Cleaning is so fun. And I'm so excited for today's show too. And I agree. After solving the mystery of my plant thief a couple episodes ago, I truly believe that we can do anything together. And today, we're gonna prove that to ourselves because my alien plant is looking very dull and needs octopus ink. Jane and Bryn in KC, they're in the chat. Jane and Bryn, they say, "Hi Andrew, how are you? We love the background as usual. Yesterday, we got to see our new baby cousin. She is so cute. What have you been up to?" Bye, Andrew. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous you got a baby cousin. Why are babies so cute? Oh my gosh, the cheeks and the legs of a baby just make me laugh because they're adorable. So fat and lovely. They're so cute. Oh my gosh, I am having a great day, Jane and Bryn. What have I been up to? I got some coffee this morning. I'll take a drink right now to prove it. I I really just got ready for the radio show today. Like I said, I did some painting yesterday while I was listening to Story Pirates Radio. Or I keep lying, I didn't paint. We were planning to paint, but we ended up building this sort of desk that we got gifted from another Story Pirate, Marty, because he didn't need it. So that's what we did yesterday. Okay, let's keep on going. Who else is in the chat? We got Miles the Juggler. Miles says, my mom found a mutant animal cracker this morning. It was a kangaroo with its head growing out of its back. Oh, we love octopuses. We also love colossal squid and yeti crabs. They are not cephalopods. We don't eat any of them. Okay, Miles the Juggler, you clearly know a lot about cephalopods, about octopuses. I'm so happy that you're here, but we have to address the mutant animal cracker this morning. So, what did you do with them if you didn't eat them? Did you frame them? That's what I would do. I have a whole collection of mutant animal crackers that I frame and I kind of look at when I feel like, gosh, I need something to remind me that all different types of creatures are beautiful in this world. So maybe you should do that. We got Sylvia in the chat. Sylvia says, we are headed to the Dr. Seuss Museum in Springfield today. Whoa! I want to hear about that. I love Dr. Seuss. Oh, the places you'll go. Horton Hears a Who. Also, there's a musical version of Seussical, of Dr. Seuss, Seussical the Musical. Anybody listen to that? It's kind of good. We got Vlad and Zelda in the house. Vlad says, hi, good morning. How are you doing? And Zelda says, hi. Vlad, I'm doing great. I'm so happy to be on the radio today. Gosh, Sundays are my favorite day now because I get to hang out with you all and go on cool adventures. I'm having so much fun. And Zelda, hello right back to you. We've got my friends, Emmeline and Darby. Oh my gosh, Emmeline and Darby, they say, hi Andrew, we had cinnamon buns for breakfast and have been singing the song all day. We're drawing on the window with dry erase marker during the show today. We got a cinnamon broom so our house smells great. We're going to go pumpkin picking this afternoon. Y'all have the best day ever. Emmeline and Darby, what an amazing day you have planned. Well, we're listening to the cinnamon buns in the background right now. It's very cool that you're drawing on the window with dry erase marker. We're going to do some drawing and creating later in the show, so maybe you can draw what we're drawing on the window. And if anybody else is drawing, I encourage you to do that and send in your pictures to us because I really want to see what you all are up to as you're listening to the radio. We have Jonathan saying, do you know Octopusauruses have 3 hearts? Also, what's plural for octopus? That's a good question. We're trying to figure that out. Wait, Octopusauruses? Is that something that you've just uncovered, Jonathan? An octopus dinosaur? We got the Dragon family here in the chat, everybody. Listen up. They've got an important message. They say, hi Andrew, we will never stop breathing fire. Also, this week is the week we dragons raise our voices about breathing fire freely. We love the video you made, but the no fire is kind of sad because for a century, dragons were banned from breathing fire. And fire made dragons and lizards. Dragon Familia out. Dragon family, we are all behind you and hear you. My goodness, can you believe that in the story that Henry wrote and I adapted into video, dragons were not allowed to breathe fire? You're going to learn a little bit more about what inspired him to write that story, and I think it's going to surprise you in our interview later today. Dragon family, today is our day, and truly today is our week, so power to the dragons. Hashtag I am Panda the Demanda in outer space is here. They say, hey Wordna, this morning I went to the Salty to get donuts. Yummy. Can you, P.S., can you please read this in a deep voice? Well, of course. P.P.S. I made my way out of Beef Boss's Burger. Now I'm on a planet called hashtag Sluggly and Ones. And the town sign says, population kindly ones. Dun dun dun! Hashtag I am Panda the Demand. What does this all mean? Are the 5 kindly ones there in the town? Or maybe that's where the 2 kindly ones are that went missing? You've got to keep us posted on this. I am Panda the Demand. We've got Molly is in Baltimore writing in, and Molly says, Happy Octopus Day. Yes, last Thursday, Molly, or this past Thursday was not only the day that the Story Pirates podcast season 4 dropped, but it was also, I believe it was National or World Octopus Day. We'll have to ask Warren. But happy Octopus Day. We have unnamed record saying, please turn up the volume. Really? Okay, I will. How's this? Is this louder? Is this better? We're turning up the volume. I didn't want to be too loud. We got Scarlet the Snake. Scarlet the Snake is saying, Andrew, this is only my second time listening, and I know I'm a snake, but I love octopuses. Scarlet, welcome. We are so happy that you love octopuses, and we have so many fun and weird listeners, so snakes fit just correctly in the Story Pirates Radio community. We've got my buddy hashtag Fashion Icon in the chat. They say, hey Andrew, I like the new banner. Did you create it yourself? If so, you did a good job. How are you in your 61 plans today? Super excited for the show. Thanks, Fashion Icon out. Hashtag Fashion Icon, I heard that you were a guest on Friday's Story Pirate Radio Creation Zone. Oh, not radio, Story Pirates Creation Zone. Wow. You were amazing. It was very cool to get to see who you actually are. Thank you for liking this banner. And yes, I did create it myself. Every week I have fun creating new images for our radio show because I don't know, I'm trying to spice it up and get everybody excited. My plants are doing well. My 61 native earth plants are thriving, but my talking alien plant is not doing well, and that is why today we need to head to underwater land to find Warren. Dragon Egg says, you were talking about Monopoly. I'm not talking about Monopoly. I'm talking about Ticket to Ride. The game I was talking about is Ticket to Ride, but I do love Monopoly, Dragon Egg. We got Ruby the cat playing with baby octopuses. Oh my gosh, Ruby says, Andrew, I have a friend that is an octopus and they have babies and they asked me to babysit and they were so cute, but I had to wear a scuba gear. What is a baby octopus called? I want to know that. Let's ask Warren in a little bit. Oh my gosh, Ruby, that's so cute that you're babysitting baby octopuses. I love the image of a cat in a scuba suit babysitting 2 baby octopuses. That's something that's going to stick with me for a while. We've got Janessa here. Janessa says, good morning, Andrew. Today I'm having a super productive day with leftover schoolwork and chores. And also, I recently watched a documentary about octopuses and I didn't know about today's show theme. So that was a pretty cool coincidence. Janessa, I'm so happy you're having a great day with chores and schoolwork. Wait a second. Did you watch the Octopus Teacher on Netflix? That's what I recently watched, and I thought it was so good. I'm so happy that you're here for our Octopus Day. Yay. We have KO in the house saying, hi, Andrew. I watched my Octopus Teacher on Friday, and I learned so much about octopuses. I love them. And squids. Yes. KO. I watched it too. It was so good. Oh my gosh, anybody who needs more octopus content, you need to watch my teacher. What is it called? It's called My Octopus Teacher on Netflix. It's so good. We have Liam and Ellie Lou saying, hi, Andrew, our aunt is coming over today. Liam and Ellie Lou, tell your aunt that I said, I love your niece and nephew. And with that, we just finished our Story Pirates roll call. We have so many exciting people in the chat today. I hope we have even more listeners at home. But let's get right into business, my friends, okay? Look, I don't want to fixate on this, but the plants from the alien who looked like a hamster are not doing well. So we truly need to get down into a kelp forest where we're gonna meet Warren. But here's the thing. We need to get ink from an octopus, but the way to get below water is building a submarine. Now, the Story Pirates podcast, it has their own submarine, the tidal wave, and I thought that Story Pirates Radio deserves one. So I need your ideas about what our Story Pirates Radio is going to be. What's the name of it? What color is it? What's it shaped like? What cool abilities does it have? Are there any secrets about it? There's so much to think about. I cannot wait to hear your ideas. Let's listen to a song, and when we come back, we are going to be joined by a very secret special guest to help us bring our submarine to life. Write in the chat with your ideas, and we will be back soon.
Once upon a time there was a galaxy, and in that galaxy there was a solar system, and in that solar system there was a planet, and in that planet there was a continent, and in that continent there was a country, and in that country was a state, and in that state there was a town, and in that town there was a house, and in that house there was a person made of atoms, and in those atoms there were quarks, but these were no ordinary quarks. They were super quarks, flying around and zapping germs. Super quarks, flying around and zapping germs. One day, Super Quirk was flying around, saw a germ taking candy off a baby. Super Quirk didn't like that. He bellowed at the germ, but the germ looked up and yelled,
It's Quirky.
Super Quirk. He flew down and zapped that germ. Super Quirk got a medal for his bravery. Super Quirk, this Quirk is not ordinary. In the atom, in the person, in the house, in the town, in the state, in the country, in the continent, in the planet, in the solar system, in the galaxy. Super Quirk, flying around and zapping germs. Super Quirk, flying around and zapping germs. Super Quirk got a medal for his bravery. Super Quirk, this Quirk is not ordinary. Super Quirk.
Gather round, children. I have a story to tell you. People always ask me, yeah, people want to know how the Beaver came to Canada, how she came to Toronto. The story's pretty funny, it's also pretty tame, 'cause the Beaver came to Canada. Oh, Canada, by flying in on a plane. See, the Beaver, she comes from a lake, at least that's what I've been told. But she didn't want to stay there because the lake was very cold, she said.
Why am I freezing my fur off in this frigid lake when I could live literally anywhere else? I could be sitting by a beach, soaking up the sun, taking surf lessons, building a sand dam. Hey, Frog, where's a warm place?
Ribbit, Bermuda, St. Thomas, Costa Rica.
Canada?
What? No.
Canada is the place where I will go to get warm.
Wait, but Canada isn't...
Canada, Canada, that's how the Beaver came to Canada. Canada, Canada, a famously cold place called Canada. So our Beaver, she got on a plane, she said,
It's warm in here.
but the plane was running late, so she watched TV. After takeoff, she had some juice. She had juice.
Would you like anything to drink?
Do you have tomato juice?
You bet.
Amazing. I literally don't even like tomato juice, but for some reason I just crave it when I'm on a plane. So weird, right?
No, actually, a lot of people crave tomato juice on airplanes. It's a whole thing. You can look it up on the internet.
Oh, is there free Wi-Fi on this?
No!
Yeesh, more like the unfriendly skies, am I right? Hey neighbor, am I right?
Huh? Oh, yes. Sorry, I had my headphones in. I usually just sleep on planes. I'm not usually sitting next to a beaver.
What's your name?
Maytal.
Cool. Well, Maytel, my whole deal is I came from a lake, but I was like, it's too cold here. I've gotta get to Canada.
Well, there's an inside pool in my condo in Toronto.
You're kidding.
No, we have an indoor pool.
Is it warm?
Yeah.
This is incredible news, and I have to get to that pool.
We can go as soon as the plane lands.
No, I need to get there now.
What are you doing?
Skydiving.
Excuse me, flight attendant. There's a beaver standing on the wing of the plane.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Beaver, where are you going?
I'm going to the pool.
Beaver, she jumped off the plane. The jump it sure was fun. She floated in on a parachute, but she fell on her bum. She landed in Toronto. It was summer, it was warm. She loved everything about it, especially swimming in the inside pool. Canada, Canada. That's how the beaver came to Canada. Canada, Canada. That's how the beaver came to Canada.
Hey, Beaver, it's me, Maytal. I'm home. Ready to go into the inside pool. Oh, what happened to the pool?
Oh, sorry. I couldn't help but build a dam.
Beaver. The end.
Story Pirates Radio.
Welcome back to Story Pirates Radio. It's your buddy Andrew, and I am joined by our very special guest, our amazing resident illustrator. It's Camillustrator. How are you doing, Camillustrator?
Hello, Andrew. Hello, Story Pirates Radio listeners. I am doing amazing.
I am so excited. Camilla is gonna help us bring our Story Pirates submarine to life. And Camilla, I want to tell you some of the things that people are saying. So, we have hashtag fashion icon who says the sub's name is the SS Possibility. And
Ooh.
yes, I think that is so cool. And I think that we should definitely have that as part of our name. Now,
All right.
I am going to see if I can share this screen with listeners. Let's see. Okay, we also know that this submarine is able to transform into any dog shape. That's what Emma Line and Darby says. Okay, this is amazing. And we've got Janessa who says, I think the Story Pirate Radio sub will feature we'll have a feature that can shoot raspberry jelly cookies at any incoming predators.
Okay.
And let's see. There's also Emmeline in Victoria says it has a room for people to escape to if they had to.
Oh, a little escape room. Okay, I'm going to add that on the top with some little window and a little hatch.
Yes.
It's going to be right by the thing you look through.
The looky-loo, let's call it.
Yes, the looky-loo.
Okay, I think that is amazing. Now, Story Pirate Radio listeners, later in the show, we are going to get to see the picture of the SS Possibility. I will throw it up on the screen, and it will also be on our Instagram. And I think the I think that we have enough built that we can take this submarine underwater to meet Warren. Camilla, will you come with me?
I would love to.
Okay.
Maybe there's going to be some cool things under the ocean that I'll be able to draw.
Yes, okay, Camilla's coming with me. We're going to get ink from an octopus so I can heal my alien plants, and we're going to talk to Warren from Octonation. As we're listening to our next song, write in the chat any questions you have for this guy. He knows it all. I cannot wait. Camilla, here we go. We'll listen to a couple songs while we wait, and we will be right back on Story Pirates Radio. See you soon.
Once there was a whale named Glowy.
Hi.
He lived in a luxury cave mansion.
Sweet.
He was always happy eating krill pot roasts and playing his Fish Station 4 in single-player mode.
Pew, 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 pew.
But one day the whale named Glowy,
That's me.
was cleaning his ginormous bathtub.
'Cause I'm a whale.
When he suddenly realized, despite the size of his cave, he felt small and alone.
Aw.
He swam through every room and he felt something was missing. He swam through every room and he said,
Something is missing. A friend, that's what I need. Someone to share my luxury cave mansion with me. A friend, that's what I need.
So he decided to search the sea. Chloe ate his krill flakes, swam out the double doors when he found a sea urchin chilling on the ocean floor.
Will you be my friend?
Asked Chloe. Eek! Said the sea urchin. He was scared of Chloe's size. Chloe said,
Oh well, that's fine. I'm off to find a friend. That's what I need. Someone to share my luxury cave mansion with me. A friend, that's what I need. Someone to share my luxury cave mansion with me. We can make a krill pot roast on my stove and switch my Fish Station 4 to multiplayer mode. A friend, that's what I need.
So he continued to search the sea. Chloe started swimming towards a coral reef where he found a little clownfish in an anemone.
Will you be my friend?
Asked Chloe. Eek! Squealed the fish. He was afraid of Chloe's booming voice. And Chloe said,
This is harder than I thought. I hope by now I would have caught a friend. That's all I need. Somebody who isn't afraid of me. A friend, that would be sweet. Somebody who can live in my mansion with me. Somebody I can welcome to my home. And when I'm lonely, call him up on my cellular phone. Yeah, a friend, that's what I need.
So he made one last attempt to search the sea. Chloe had nearly lost all hope when he changed his course and swam towards the North Pole. There he found a narwhal munching on krill, so he mustered up his courage and all his will.
Can you be my friend?
Asked Chloe.
Sure.
Said the narwhal. He wasn't scared of Chloe's booming voice or size. In fact, he said,
Fishes often swim for me, frightened of the horn between my eyes.
And Chloe said,
I would never swim away. As your friend, I'm here to stay.
Yeah!
I finally found a friend. Wouldn't it be sweet if you shared my luxury cave mansion with me?
It would be sweet.
I found a friend, and soon you will see all the fun we'll have together, you and me. We can make a krill pot roast on the stove and play like Fish Station 4 in multiplayer mode. 'Cause we're friends, that's all we
lived happily ever after.
Story Pirates Radio.
Welcome back to Story Pirates Radio. I am extremely excited because we have submerged hundreds of leagues under the ocean. We are in a beautiful kelp forest. And onto our submarine, me and Camilla have convinced our special guest from Octonation, Warren, to join us. Warren, how you doing?
Hey, Andrew, what's going on?
I am so happy to have you here. Listeners who aren't with us, Warren is wearing a beautiful octopus hat. And Warren, you were mentioning that this octopus hat is kind of like very correct, anatomically correct because of the eyes?
Yes, so octopuses have rectangle-shaped pupils, and the reason they do is because they can see all the way around them. So they can see in front of themselves, they can see behind themselves, so nobody can ever sneak up on an octopus.
That is crazy. You know so much about octopuses. Is it octopuses or octopi?
So it's octopuses.
Okay, we got that out of the way. It's octopuses. Can you just first tell listeners a little bit about who you are and about your amazing fan club, Octonation? They need to hear more.
Yes, so I run the largest octopus fan club in the world called Octonation. And we're a group of people that really, really love the octopus, and we really love learning more. Octopuses are kind of like, if you've ever seen different types of dogs, like you've seen a poodle or a Great Dane or a small boxer dog or anything like that. Well, there's that many different types of octopuses. There's over 300 different kinds, and they all have unique superpowers that allow them to be the masters of their environment. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about that.
That is so cool. You were telling me briefly about some of these superpowers, and I think that we should definitely hear more about that. But first, I want to get to some questions from our listeners. Are you up for answering a couple listener questions?
Let's get cracking.
Okay, let's do it, baby. So, Lily has a very important question. She says, all right, I have a big question for Warren. Back in 2015, there was a study, an exploration done about an octopus that lives in Antarctica. I know, crazy, right? And that it has some form of biotoxin in it to keep it warm. I heard that scientists were going to try and utilize that chemical for scientific purposes. Do you have any modern updates on the Antarctic octopus? Thank you so much. I am a huge fan of octopuses. So, Warren, have you heard anything about this?
That's such a great question. And, there's a lot of research that's still being done on octopuses. You'll hear a lot of people say that, octopuses are the closest thing probably to alien life. And scientists are still puzzled. They're still trying to figure out. And so the update is there still needs to be more research. So maybe when you grow up, you can be the one that figures that out for everybody else. Because scientists are still scratching their head. I
have no doubt that Lily will grow up to be that person, as well as many other. She's going to uncover an enormous amount. This person is amazing. So thank you for answering that question. Thank you for asking that question, Lily. We have another question. We've got, this is interesting. What is there a name for a baby octopus?
So the name for a baby octopus, if you want the science name, it's larva.
Ooh.
But I like to have fun with it. I just call them octo babies.
Okay, octo babies. I love that. That's what the Story Pirate Radio community will be calling them octo babies. And we've got some other amazing questions. Can Warren tell us what an octopus's favorite food is? That's what Jonathan wants to know.
An octopus's favorite food? Let's see. I'd have to say it's a toss-up between crab and shrimp.
Ooh, yeah, okay. So they're obviously, they love a piece of seafood. And how do they, I want to know how they eat, because I don't see a mouth, so I'm wondering, how do they eat?
So where their arms meet. So if you see an octopus's arm, it's almost like, imagine, I guess where your armpit is. An octopus has a beak in there. So like a beak, just like a parrot.
That's crazy.
Right where their arms meet their body, right there in the center, they have a beak like a parrot. And what they'll do is they'll bite down into something and they'll inject a venom which will paralyze the animal, and then they'll slowly eat it.
Oh my God! Honestly, you got to do what you got to do to get a meal. Yep. I'm sorry to say it. We've got another question, Warren. Okay, this is interesting. How do octopuses shoot ink, and are their legs sticky?
We'll start with the legs being sticky. So on the bottom of octopus arms, look on the bottom of your arm right now. So they have suction cups called suckers, and those suckers are super sticky. And they use these suckers to move around and to also catch their food. And so that's about their suckers. And they're really strong. The bigger the suction cup is, the stronger it is, the more it can pull things towards it. As far as the ink is concerned, imagine on an octopus, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but on the side of it where it looks like its ears should be, it's called a funnel or a siphon. And that's where it shoots out ink to protect itself against predators. So the ink will, if they spray the ink, then it will dull the senses of fish, and they'll be like, oh, what's that? And then the fish will swim away instead of trying to eat the octopus.
Wow, it's so fascinating how this animal has developed so many tricks, it seems, in order to survive. It is very, very cool. We have a beautiful question from #FashionIcon, and they want to know, can octopuses experience feelings or emotions? I'm very curious about that as well.
Well, there's still a lot of research that needs to be done around that, but what we do know is that octopuses can remember you. They have short-term memory and they have long-term memory. If you ever go to an aquarium enough, that octopus can get to know who you are. And so I'm not too sure if you can say that they have feelings. I believe that they do, but they definitely can remember different people, and it's pretty amazing. Have you had many interactions with? So you've met many octopuses, right? Yes.
So do you get a sense for who they are, sort of, as you spend time with them?
For sure. Just like you and me, our personalities and who we are shaped by our experiences in life. And an octopus is no different, because they have, short-term and long-term memory. They can remember different things that happen to them, and so their personalities are different. And so if an octopus at an aquarium, had a rough life in the sea, he might be a little shy. But if he didn't, he might be a little bit more outgoing and will want to play. So it's really fun, if you've ever been to an aquarium, just seeing them. When they look at you, you really feel like they're thinking something, because they have these big eyes.
Yes, that is amazing. A lot of the listeners actually watched the Octopus Teacher movie. Is it called My Teacher the Octopus?
My Octopus Teacher.
My Octopus Teacher. You've seen it?
Yes, it's a great movie.
It is so good. And in the movie, the octopus regrew one of its tentacles. And KO wants to know, how many times can an octopus regrow its tentacles?
They can regrow them all the time. And what's really cool about it is, like a lizard, when they regrow their tail, it grows back as maybe like a little nub. When an octopus regrows their arm, it grows back as good as new. You won't even know that it was ever cut off or gone, because it looks exactly the same.
That is crazy. I do not understand that. Another thing that I was wondering that I would love your knowledge on is, okay, so humans, for instance, live in packs, and we're social animals. We have tribes, we have friends that are other humans. And you could say the same for a lot of animals. But as I was watching the documentary, I was wondering, where's the octopus community? Are they just like loner animals? What's going on?
So an octopus, they're super squishy. They don't have a skeleton, and it allows them to squeeze into tight places. So imagine being able to squeeze your body underneath your bedroom door. That'd be really crazy. But when an octopus is born, they are immediately born and everything wants to eat them, right? And so they grow up pretty much solitary or alone, trying to protect themselves against everything that's trying to eat it. And so they develop these personalities that are very solitary or very alone. And even other octopuses sometimes can eat other octopuses. So they very much are loners and very, very protective against themselves. But there is a place out in Australia that they discovered, and there's an octopus species there called the gloomy octopus.
Ooh.
And apparently they live in little homes with all these different shells, and they cohabitate, which means they live together. And it's called Octopus.
Octopus! Oh my gosh.
And apparently they live together there, and it's pretty cool. But most species of octopus tend to just want to be alone.
Wow, honestly, I get it, because I'm sorry, sometimes I have those phases where I just want to protect myself. I want to go into my little cave and be alone. Now, Warren, I sort of mentioned this to you, and you were talking about octopus superpowers, and I am looking for ink from an octopus in order to regrow my plants that I got from an alien. So I think, I know it happens, So, Warren, what octopus ink do you think I should use? Tell me a little bit about some of the coolest octopuses.
Well, let me think. Well, there's a coconut octopus, and a coconut octopus does this really cool thing where it collects shells, and then it's called stilt walking, where it'll walk along the ocean's floor carrying these shells, and at a moment's notice, it can use the shells to protect its squishy body, just in case anything tries to get it. And that's its superpower. So that's the coconut octopus.
Oh my gosh.
There's the giant Pacific octopus, which is a big octopus. It can grow up to be 150 pounds. It has 2,240 suckers. And they kind of look like a washing machine when they clean their suckers. And from arm to arm, they can grow as long as a 2-story building.
What? That is okay. Wait, that is crazy. This is giving me an idea. Since we have Camilla here, I thought maybe we could all create our own weird, super powerful octopus together with radio listeners' suggestions, and then I could get the ink from that octopus. So, are you up for that, Camilla, to help us out?
That sounds amazing.
Okay.
While you've been talking, I have been so inspired that I've been looking out the portholes of our submarine, drawing some octopuses, and I can't wait to draw another one.
Yes. Okay. So, radio listeners, you can see on the screen, Camilla drawing. So, give us some ideas about this octopus. What amazing abilities does it have? Type stuff into the chat, and let's listen to one more song as we get your suggestions. We'll come back, and hopefully this will be the octopus that we need. As we're waiting, I think that we should listen to No Fire, which is a new video that you can watch on our YouTube page today, our Instagram today. It is going to be very exciting, and we're going to follow it up with an interview with the author Henry, and we'll come back with our octopus ready to get that ink. So type in your suggestions, and we'll be building it. See you very soon.
Hi, my name is Henry. I'm 8 years old. I live in Virginia, and this is my story, No Fire. Enjoy!
Oh, excuse me, I didn't see you there. I'm Granny Dragon, breathing fire peacefully. Now, once upon a time, dragons weren't allowed to breathe fire. I can remember it like it was yesterday.
Dragons here in Dragonland, please gather in a crowd. I have changed the law, now fire breathing's not allowed. Don't you flap your wings at me, no need to scream and shout. Read the king's lips, if you breathe fire, you're kicked out of Dragonland.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it It was a terrible time with a terrible king. He suggested we throw ice cream at our enemies instead of breathe fire. But the dragons revolted. We spread our wings and raised our voices.
We are dragons! Dragons! Come, born to breathe fire!
Breathe fire!
Raise your voices! Voices! Higher and higher and higher! Dragons, you inspire!
And inspire we did. For 7 days the dragons made their voice heard until the king had a new announcement.
Dragons here in Dragonland, I've come to make amends. Dragons aren't the enemies, they're fire-breathing friends. Other than I'm sorry, I've still one thing left to say. I declare this week of protest be the Kingdom's Dragon
So there you have it. The king agreed to change the law. And dragons now can breathe fire wherever they want. People, beware. Care for some freshly baked cricket cookies? No? All right. The end.
Story Pirates, author interview.
Henry.
Hi.
Okay, first of all, you wrote No Fire. And I want to know, what inspired you to write this story all about dragons? It's such a good story.
So I had just read a book about dragons, and also the story spark for the week was around Martin Luther King Jr. It was around that holiday, so write a story when the characters make a speech. So then I was like, dragons, fire, story spark, and then came to me.
I love that. So you took Martin Luther King Day, which celebrates the struggles and the success of the civil rights movement, and you said, what would it mean if dragons were to lose their rights and not be able to breathe fire?
Yeah, at school I have a whole writing journal, and I'm writing a lot of stories.
Mm-hmm.
I'm writing one called Puppy Power, one called Is, and another one called The Secret of the Old Castle, and I'm writing those 3 at school. And the last one, The Secret of the Old Castle, I'm writing with a friend from my class.
Ooh, so you and your friend are collaborating on the final book.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, so you're writing all these stories at once. I mean, it sounds like your mind is always thinking up ideas for stories. I already love the story that I've read of yours, No Fire. So what advice do you have for anyone listening who doesn't know exactly how to start their story? Where do you get all your ideas from?
So basically, I just sit down in a quiet spot and just imagine things. And then usually for me, something will pop into your head.
Yes, Henry, that's such good advice. Just finding a quiet place and maybe closing your eyes and seeing what pops up, and then taking that little spark of something and turning it into a story. Incredible. Henry, thank you so much for doing this interview. So fun to chat with you and fun to read No Fire and adapt it. And we will talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye, Henry. Wow, that was so cool to get to chat with him. Radio listeners, if you want to watch Henry's story, No Fire, go to Story Pirates Instagram right now. Like it, comment on it. The video is so fun. You can also find it in the video archive on the Creator Club page, or you can watch it on Story Pirates' YouTube page. And if it inspires you to write a story, please send it into the Story Pirates. We always love reading your stories. But in the meantime, let's get right on back to Story Pirates Radio.
Story Pirates Radio.
Welcome back to Story Pirates Radio. It has been so fun to hear some of your ideas. Camilla, will you explain some of the ideas for this octopus image that you have been creating?
I would love to. This is the Atlantic Galaxy octopus. This kind of octopus is recognizable for its pastel blue color, its dragon wings. It does have a goatee, which I'm adding right now. There we go.
Yes, perfect.
This octopus is known for, being radioactive, so it sometimes will glow even in the dark underwater.
Wow.
And what are some other cool facts that we learned about it?
We also learned that it I'm trying to think, do we know it has a goatee? We know it is radioactive. I think those were the main points of this. Now, Warren, have you ever heard anything like this?
Yes, and what's really cool about this one is because it's radioactive, it shoots this bioluminescent goo out, which glows in the dark. It's super cool.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Warren, I need your help to tell me how I can collect the ink from this octopus. What do you think I can do to make sure I get this ink?
It's a secret. Not that many people know about it.
Okay,
so
okay.
I can only tell you, Andrew.
Thank you.
So you have to tickle its wings.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm walking up to the octopus. I'm slowly tickling its wings. It's laughing, and it's shooting away. Okay, I'm getting my vial. I have the ink in my vial. Warren, you have pulled through again. Warren, I want to thank you so much for not only saving my plant, but also for sharing all your incredible knowledge. Please tell the listeners where they can find more about Octonation and all you do, because everything that I've seen that you all are doing is so cool, and I know our listeners would love it.
Awesome. You can find us everywhere online if you just type in Octonation into a lot of the social media channels. And we have a new activity book. If you just go to octopusfun.com, you can download a really fun activity book, and it's all things octopus.
Oh, and I have downloaded that free activity book. It is amazing. Warren, we hope to have you back someday. Thank you so much. We are going to head back up to Brooklyn to my apartment, but we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for this celebration.
Awesome. Good luck with your alien plant.
Thank you so much. Take care. Camilla, I can drop you off on the way home. Story Pirates.
Oh, thank you.
No worries. Story Pirate Radio listeners, we are going to get a chance to see the submarine that we created and the octopus that we created. It's going to be on our Instagram page and our Story Pirates Creator Club page, and maybe even on this screen if I can figure it out. Let's listen to another song as we float up, 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 back to my apartment.
This one goes out to all the little hedgehogs out there. I want you to know that just because you're little doesn't mean you can't have big dreams and big adventures. Let me tell you about one of mine. DJ, drop that beat.
Let's do it!
My name is Hedgie, and I'm a little hedgehog, and I've got a story to share about this one time that something happened, and it all started at the fair. I saw some balloons that were colorful and bright, the coolest ones I'd ever seen. And when I grabbed those balloons and held them tight, the strangest thing, it happened to me. I started floating up, up, up from the ground, yeah. Into the clouds, yeah. You'll never believe what I found. Yeah, there were hedgehogs from all around, living their lives out loud in a magical cloud kingdom. They floated up there too with their own magic balloons. Yeah, we are hedgehogs from all around, living our lives out loud in our magical cloud kingdom. We floated up there too with our own magic balloons. And yeah, this kingdom, it was the very best. It had everything you could name, like plenty of tasty snacks and lots of balloon games. But best of all were all the other hedgehogs from all over the land. 'Cause when I asked if they all wanted to play, they said, "Yeah, Hedgie, that's the plan." And so we tore it up, 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 into the night, yeah. Up, 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 feeling alright, yeah. Up, 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 in our kingdom in the to find our way and get back down. Yeah, we waited for a foggy day when the clouds, they got real low. And then we climbed down like we were climbing down a staircase as far as we could go. Yeah, we climbed down, down, down onto a building, down, down, down onto a tree, then down, 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 finally onto the ground. Yeah, we were hedgehogs on the ground where we were safe and sound, no longer in our magical cloud kingdom. Our friends were filled with love, they smothered us in hugs. Yeah, we were hedgehogs on the ground where we were safe and sound, no longer in our magical cloud kingdom. Our friends were filled with love, they smothered us in hugs. Yeah, we were hedgehogs from all around, living our lives out loud, from coming from a magical cloud kingdom. We never wanted the night to end, just playing with our friends. Yeah, we were hedgehogs from all around, living our lives out loud, from coming from a magical cloud kingdom. We never wanted the night to end, just playing with our friends.
Story Pirates Radio.
Wow, wow, wow. We are back. We are back to Brooklyn in my apartment. I just fed my alien plant ink from the incredible octopus that is on our screen right now that you all created. This is the Atlantic Galaxy Octopus. Incredible job, everyone. Thank you for truly saving another day. The plant is already glowing, and it is so happy, and I am so happy. That was so fun. It was so cool to learn about octopuses. How great is Warren? Please follow Octonation on Facebook and on Instagram. His page is incredible. I want to share a few announcements, and as we are sharing those announcements, I want to show you something else that we made today. This is the official SS Possibility, the Story Pirate Radio Submarine. Now, all season, we can have the option of going underground, why do I keep saying underground? Underwater, whenever we want, to visit people from the podcast, to explore new things. I'm so excited about it. Look, I've got a couple things to say. Story Pirate After School has started already. I am teaching a workshop, and it's sort of like it's half TV show, half creative workshop where we get to work with you live and go on treasure quests or create spooky monsters or have a spy academy. It's amazing, and sign up is available for November and December's workshops. Also, if you want to sign up for the special meet and greet with Lee and Peter, that is this Thursday, they have a secret message for people. Now, they're not good at keeping secrets, so Friday we're going to announce something very cool, and I think they might give it away on Thursday if you sign up for that meet and greet. You can find all this information at the button below or at the Story Pirates Radio, at the Story Pirates Creator Club link. Also, go to YouTube, go to Instagram to check out No Fire, which premieres today if you want to watch it again. Wow, what a big day for Story Pirates, and what an amazing Story Pirates radio show. Thanks to Warren, thanks to Camilla, and thanks to you all. It's Sunday. We have a whole week to do great things. I will be thinking about you, and I will be seeing you next Sunday. I wonder what we're gonna do. But until then, stay creative, stay kind. That was Story Pirates Radio. Let's finish it off with the wizard who could just go poof. Happy Sunday!
Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a wizard who was doing the best that he can.
I spent my days learning magic at the wizard school.
But it was tragic, cause this wizard was so uncool.
Hey!
Like I was saying, this dude was quite lame. While other wizards at his school had some cool tight names.
Like Morris and the Great!
Or Inferni and the Fiery.
My name is Merlin.
Yeah, that really don't inspire me. And his wand, which of course is a source of one sorcery, couldn't cast correctly, so an outcast he was forced to be.
All my peers' wands are powerful. Mine is aloof.
No matter which spells he would cast, it only went poof, 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 poof. It only went poof. Kids in class cackled, they thought Merlin a goof.
And I feel that sad, cause my wand only goes poof, 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 poof. It only goes poof.
But then one day, a dragon came around. He said,
bring me golden food or your whole town is going down. Bring on the wizards, the knights and the rest. I am the best and you'll never guess my one weakness.
They lined up to stop him. It was wizard after wizard.
I'm Morris in the Great, and I'll summon up a lizard.
I'm Inferni in the Fiery. I'll set you aflame.
And I'm Merlin.
Don't worry about him. He's super lame.
They all tried but failed and flailed, forced to fold. The dragon, he grew bold and started taking their gold.
I am unstoppable. Bulletproof.
Even when Merlin got his wand and made it go poof, 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 poof. He made it go poof.
Even the dragon laughed?
A hilarious spoof. Oof, he'll never be a wizard if his wand can only go poof, 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 poof.
It only goes poof.
But then what happened next was a curious thing. The dragon's face changed to a frown from a grin.
There's a stress in my chest, like I messed up a test, plus I'm depressed.
The poof is his one weakness.
Yes!
He roared and roared, then he soared, flew away forever. When you see him again,
How about never?
It started growing his fame. People knowing his name. They put an M at the top, and he would never be the same.
You see the M that they added, well, it stands for magic. And now I'm called Merlin.
And that name is fantastic. Give it up for the great one, y'all. Raise the roof. Merlin the wizard who can now do way more than go poof, 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 poof. Do way more than poof. Now his skills as a mage are beyond reproof.
But I was once the wizard who could just go poof. Poof, 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 poof. I once only could just go poof.